In a recent video, I did a review of some of the accessories that are available for the Insta360 Go3, and specifically I mentioned certain mounts that allowed you to basically convert this tiny little action camera into a GoPro equivalent so that you could use all of the GoPro accessories, including the suction mount. It all revolved around this thing. That's the tripod. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this, which is a magnetic mount which is not included in the Insta360 Go3 package. It's something you purchase separately, and I got this one from Amazon. Basically, the camera clips on there, and I did make a reference in that video that it was a little bit finicky, and it did take a little bit of pressing around to get it to fit properly in these teeth, which goes on, and it's all magnetic and stuff like that. Well, the worst thing happened. As I dreaded, I was on the way to something important a weekend ago, and I wanted to vlog the experience, and I actually had this with me. It was on this thing, and lo and behold, I took it out of my bag and this thing flew out. And so, unfortunately, this camera, take this off for a sec, fell straight onto the pavement. And no, there wasn't any long-lasting damage, and I know that people are going to think that I'm being super petty about this, but I don't know how well you can see it, but on the corner here, it's all scuffed up. There's some scuffing on the bottom, so it's actually bounced a couple of times, and there's something here. It's like one of those slow motion videos when you go, and things falling, you try and grab it and you can't. So it kind of bounced a couple of times on the pavement, and I'm super upset. I've not actually taken this thing out of the case since then. I don't even know what to say. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 areas which are scuffed, and it's obviously because it's bounced on something that's basically concrete. Screen's okay, lens is okay, but do you know what? As a person that loves new tech, a person who loves getting new gadgets, the one thing that I hate, whether it's a camera, I found another bit here too. One thing I hate more than anything is having my new tech scratched or damaged. When I drop a phone, I feel so bad. Sometimes I get so mad at myself, I actually want to go buy a new phone. That's why I have cases on them. That's why if the case gets really damaged, I just go buy a new case, and it's much cheaper, obviously, than buying a whole new phone. But this, I had it in this little thing, but the problem is, I don't know why, I took it out and it just flew out. Now, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm super upset. I don't even know why I made this video, except for the fact that I just wanted to say that this clip, as I demonstrated in the previous one, the magnet goes on, but it's not in. You've actually got to click the teeth. Right now, you can flick it around and it doesn't fly out, but for some reason it did the other day. This is just a cautionary tale. I don't know how I'm going to get this off. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I might give it a wipe to see if some of the color comes back, but it's clearly dented and scratched, and there's nothing I can do about it. I don't want to have to buy a new one of these. I don't actually want to buy the same of anything, but I'm super upset. And I guess that's the whole point of this video, just to let you know that, as predicted in the previous video, that you got to be super careful with this magnetic mount, because this happens, and when this happens, the camera's going to get all scratched up. And no, it's not worthwhile buying a new exact same camera to replace it, because I'm some sort of crazy lunatic who thinks that this will never be damaged in any way, and that tech doesn't get damaged when you use it. But it's super upsetting, and that's all I've got to say. I'm going to try and use this again, even though my mind is telling me that I can't, and I feel super weird about it, and I actually feel super weird about this whole video. So I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Be careful with your tech. If it's like this, where it's just superficial, just keep using it. Don't be like me. Don't leave it in the thing for another week and just mope over it. Just go use it, because this is meant to be an action camera. And with an action camera, it's meant to go into weird elements where it can get scratched and dented. So I guess the moral of the story is, this is Derek. Don't be like Derek. Anyway, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time in another video. See ya. This has been quite senseless, but see you. Bye.